On a semi-rural property, acreage south of Wagga Wagga, homicide detectives search a shed, zeroing in on a convicted sex offender's van, hunting for a range of clues that could lead them to a missing boy.
Documents, clothing and any associated items relating to the disappearance of William Tyrrell.
The van's owner, Robert Donohue, worked at this service station at Lakewood, 10 minutes drive from Kendall, where William Tyrrell went missing in September 2014. His manager, Sharon Starr, today described him to the coroner as creepy. Between shifts at the servo, he told Starr he would sleep in his van, parking it outside the Kendall pool and showground overnight.
It's a white Suzuki, no number plate on the front.
An SES volunteer himself, Donohue was arrested days after helping in the search for William Tyrrell, charged and eventually jailed over unrelated sexual assault matters against other volunteers, younger men with intellectual disabilities.
A former member of the Tyrrell SES, Robert Donohue, took part in the ground search after William went missing on September 12, 2014. He was accused in 2011 of sexually assaulting 3 young people, all of whom had severe cognitive disabilities. He met his victims through the SES. He was arrested 4 days after William went missing, and later convicted on 5 of an initial 13 charges against 2 of the young men, telling police he didn't know it was wrong to encourage the intellectually disabled to have sex with him. Donohue is the first of the previously unnamed persons of interest to be identified in the inquest. The public and the media have been cautioned against the vilification of those named at the inquest. None have been charged, and there is no evidence linking Donohue to the boy's disappearance.
The coroner's inquest was closed this afternoon, with key witnesses giving testimony in secret. And that will continue for much of tomorrow, with yet more testimony being led before a closed session.
Police wanted to talk to Donohue in part because he was working in 2014 at the Lakewood Caltex, about 10 minutes from Kendall, where William was staying when he disappeared. He drove a small white van, similar to a station wagon in which he would sleep between Caltex shifts, rather than drive home to Tyrrell, where he was living at the time. The court heard he would park his vehicle near the Kendall swimming pool or near the Kendall showgrounds and stay there overnight. The complaints against Donohue were investigated before William went missing, but he was not charged or put on trial until 2015. Donohue was asked by police when he was arrested, "Do you understand what you are being charged with?" He replied, "No, not really." He was told the boys did not give you permission to do sexual acts on them. You were not allowed to take advantage of intellectually impaired people and have sex with them. He replied, "How was I supposed to know that? I didn't know there was a law against that." The boys were all aged over 18, but they were described in court as having the mental functioning of children aged between 6 and 9.
Then there's the information that for the first time tonight is being made public by police. William's mother also saw 2 cars earlier that morning, parked strangely with the driver windows down. The specific makes and models of the cars are not known.
Two former friends have told conflicting stories to the William Tyrrell inquest about whether a driver was seen pushing something down into a car footwell the day the 3-year-old went missing. Kendal man Tim Palmer told the coronial inquest on Wednesday he had a conversation with friend Michael McInnerly in 2018 in which he said he needed to get something off his chest. He said on the day William Tyrrell went missing, he saw a white sedan driving crazily down Batter Creek Road, and the driver using his left hand to push something down into the passenger side footwell. He said if I was to tell anyone this story, he would deny it. Mr. McInnerly then addressed the inquest and disputed several elements of Mr. Palmer's story. He said in fact he'd been driving down Comboyne Street when he saw a person holding their left hand up, as if to get a better phone reception. Asked by the coroner why he would tell a story in 2018 about how he saw someone in 2014 trying to get phone reception, Mr. McInnerly said, "I don't know. I was in a drunken state," he said. "I don't remember half of the conversation." But Mr. Palmer's version was wrong, he said. Mr. McInnerly said he remembered the car as he'd never seen it in the area before. Mr. Palmer said he believed his decision to tell police about the 2018 conversation led to the longtime friends falling out. Join me next time where we go through more of the inquest. My name is Sean, and this is Gone.